Hello everyone, I'm Sofi Kaçmanyan. I'm going to demonstrate the radiating darts today for you. Here in the book, there is the example of this project. You can see the cluster of darts on each side of the neckline, where the middle dart is longer, aimed towards the apex, and then two side darts are half length of those long darts. Now, in order for us to do it, we need to actually examine this design. Please note that we don't have any waistline darts. That means the waistline darts closed and the whole entire intake of the dart moved into the neckline on each side. Now, when you look at these examples in here, as you can see the process where they came up with these sophisticated slash lines. The dart is cut out, and when the slash lines are open, it will move into the neckline looking like this, where the middle dart is very long, side darts are short. That's what I'm going to demonstrate for you right now. Okay, place your block center front line matching one of the lines on the dotted paper and copy the block. At the end, don't forget to mark the apex placement. Then what I did, I drafted the legs of my dart. Now I started even my radiating darts preparation, where I have chosen a point, say about 1.25 inches away from the center front, which is aiming towards the apex, and drafted this red line as the slash line for my middle dart. The next step is going to be when I measure 1/2 inch away from this marked point up and 1/2 inch down. Now, I would like you to divide this red line by 2. You can even eye it. Let's assume that's my middle, or you can simply, if you place this line right there, you say I'm almost at the middle. So at the middle, I'm going to draft 90-degree line, which means if I will match that red line to one of my ruler lines right there, I will be squaring out 1 inch on one side and 1 inch on the opposite side and mark like this. Now, so this was 1/2 inch and this was 1 inch on each side. Now, I'm going to connect those 1/2 inch points to the 1 inch point, and on its turn, the 1 inch point is connecting to the apex. Let's do on the opposite side also. Here, 1 inch point to the apex and 1 inch point to the 1/2 inch point at the neckline. So I come up with this kind of draft. As you have seen in the book, these are going to be slashed, slash, and slash. This is a simple slash and spread method when, let's say, half of my dart is completely going to move into the neckline. So let's cut out the pattern off of the paper. I am going to cut out my dart, because if I don't cut out this dart, it is not going to be able to move in any way. It will stay where it is right now. So the dart is out. Now we're going to cut all the slash lines. Try not to cut through. In case you do, simply place it back, to its place. Here. So we came up with these cuts, and let's say if it was like this, you still can see my dart intake being in here, but once I close the dart intake, you see these are going to be moving at the neckline. Now, as you can see, my paper got broken, but I'm going to place it back again. But before I do that, first of all, I'm going to secure my center front piece right here so it doesn't move to start with. And then I'm going to close my dart. As you can see, my dart is closed and the whole entire intake of this dart moved into the neckline. Now I need to distribute that given intake just the way I want to. So I'm going to divide it by 3, where my side darts are going to be fairly small darts, say about 1/2 inch wide. You can place your ruler next to it, or you can even eye it, 1/2 inch. Please pay attention at the dart opening in here. It's 1/2 inch or about 1/2 inch, and this is 1/2 inch also. What the remaining measurement is going to get to the center dart, which is obviously much bigger. Now I'm securing my cut pieces in the place so I can later on easily fold my darts and fix the broken neckline and come up with darts tails and everything. So here I am with my 3 darts. As we usually do, I need to make this long dart a little bit shorter so I don't come up with a cone-shaped bust. I'm going to shorten it for about 1 inch. The dart is placed equally away from the dart legs, and I'm going to draft my dart legs. Like this. And my short darts and small darts are going to stop right here. The tip of my dart is going to be in here and the other tip is going to be there. So I'm going to draft my small dart legs to that broken point, which will give me this short dart, and the same should be repeated on the opposite side. Like this. So I am done manipulating my dart into the neckline where I came up with cluster of darts. So that's another way of manipulating darts where we get different style lines. So now what I need to do is I need to fold these darts towards the center front, meaning the intake of the dart should go into the center front because all 3 of them are vertical darts. So let's do it. Place a temporary piece of tape right at the neck, and this is my big dart. As you can see, the neckline is severely broken. I have to smooth it out. I have to fix it. If I place my French curve in upright position like this, I would be able to get closer to my existing curve and fix it like this. Now, since I have my darts folded, I am going to add my seam allowance, which is 1/4 inch for the neck, so I can finalize my neckline with seam allowances so I don't have to open and close it again. Okay, so once I put this 1/2 inch seam allowance at the neckline, I'm going to bring my French curve in again and smooth out the neckline seam allowance, and I'm going to cut. You can see my dart tails formed, here. But I'm going to do one more step with this dart. I'm going to create seam allowance to the dart legs because the intake is too much here at the neckline. If we leave the fabric folded inside of the neck, it will create a bulk. That's why we make the seam allowance dart legs here. And that is only for the big dart, not the small darts, please. Here. So I am done with my dart manipulation to the neckline. All I need to do, just add my seam allowances and finalize this pattern. Okay, the pattern is finished. As you can see, I put my grain line and I placed notches at my dart legs, at my shoulder tip, that's my armhole notch, and the side seam, and half a notch at the center front waistline and center front neck, and then where I have my label. And now I need to place my punch holes, which are going to go half an inch down from the tips of those darts, which will complete my radiating darts. So this will conclude my demonstration of radiating darts for you. See you next time.